conditions are pretty frigid right now, but it may only be a matter of 12 hours or so before we get out of these hazardous conditions. Up until that point, it's the same precautions as the last couple days. Wind chills have improved a little bit as we go deeper into the evening. We're still looking at about -10 to -20, but not quite into that 20 to 25 below range that we saw throughout a lot of the morning. That said, we'll probably get back into that territory at times this evening, which is why the National Weather Service has cold weather advisories still in effect for most of our viewing area until midnight. Freeport and west, though, may take a couple more hours after that. So 2 a.m. is when your cold weather advisory expires. Either way, until late tonight, just make sure that you're trying to stay in as much as possible because we still have that dangerous cold that could cause frostbite within about 30 minutes. But some help is on the way. We turn to ExactTrack radar. Warm front crossing the Great Plains. Temperatures will be slowly rising overnight back above zero, which doesn't sound like much, but we'll take whatever improvement we can get. And then eventually back to near average tomorrow. It's still below freezing, but we'll take highs in the 20s rather than highs at 1 or 2 degrees like we saw today. With that comes some snow showers you can probably see on ExactTrack radar, so we'll be tracking those into our backyard throughout the course of the day tomorrow. So we'll trade some bitterly cold weather for some slick roads. So we'll go from one threat to another over the course of the next 24 hours. Overnight, no snowfall, temperatures slowly rising. We may dip back below zero right before midnight. Then we'll be into the single digits with the wind chill around -15 by tomorrow morning. Speaking of tomorrow morning, could have a couple rounds of light snowfall. One right along and north of the state line in the morning, so especially in southern Wisconsin, watch out for some slick roads early in the day. Everywhere else, the deeper you go into northern Illinois, fairly dry morning and early afternoon. We get into the mid to late afternoon, that's when we do see some scattered snow showers cross our backyard. We'll continue to have those clear into tomorrow night. We're then dry for a while after that. Snow showers will result in about a couple tenths of an inch to all the way up to an inch of snowfall for most of us, though some of these areas right along the state line and north could see possibly a little over an inch of snowfall, all because of those couple rounds of snow. So either way, watch out for some slick roads at times during the day. Temperature-wise, though, we are on the rise. We're back to the mid-20s for highs tomorrow. Then, depending on how much snow we get, we could stay in the middle to low 20s all throughout the rest of the week. That's because snow reflects sunshine. So if we get a nice layer of about a half an inch to an inch of snow on the ground, that'll keep things a little cooler into the end of the work week. We do see a lot of sunshine and dry weather. Over the weekend, back and forth between above freezing and slightly below freezing conditions. And then a mild stretch is ahead for next week. In your most accurate 10-day forecast, we might be near, if not into the 40s to wrap up the month of January.